2:16 in the morning. I'm here with my sister, Nique LoveRhodes. Yo, we got 5 words for y'all. Dylan. Hot fire. Yes. Bars, tracked by, ironically, himself. We're here again. And what's the irony? The studios. Absolutely. What's the irony that Mojo Chronicles episode number 2 would be back in the studio? Woo. It won't always be like that. We are putting that work. We were listening to some trap liberation music by Kamikaze. It's gonna be dope. We would show you. Actually, we should show you. We finally have the artwork done.
Oh, for Pure.
For Pure.
It's dope. Y'all gonna love it.
Well, you saw it. They saw it at the end of. Did you watch all of episode 1?
I did watch all of episode 1.
It was kind of the end of episode 1.
Oh.
It was, but they're gonna show you.
Okay.
You didn't show the artwork though.
It's a JPEG.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, I'm saying you didn't even watch. I was talking about you.
I watched it. I
It's
saw
at the
it.
end.
Oh, so y'all got a sneak peek. Well, that just means that it's really done for real, and it'll be going to the presses, and that's good stuff. What's going on this week? So I've been seeing lots of images of kids with their fathers, and been having a lot of conversations around the importance of fatherhood. And so it's funny because I want to do this project called Free, and ironically himself was kind of like, well, you really can't do that project for real until you really deal with your mommy and daddy issues. That was kind of salty when he said that, boy, to me. But
it's heavy.
It's heavy, ain't it? I mean, what do you think about the whole fatherhood piece and the role that plays in who you are as a woman?
I think it's a huge role because it's a void that I think a lot of women have. And if you don't deal with that, it can stifle a lot of things. And
one of the things, and it's so funny because I was going to take a picture. First of all, I love modern technology. We literally have been tweeting back and forth, Instagramming, and we're literally right next to each other. But one of the things that I was going to tweet was a picture of your beau. Y'all two together,
he's in the studio.
Yabo. And this is more than a boo thing. Y'all's story is really dope to me.
We've been together 7 years.
Yes.
7 years.
7 years, and not on a ratchetness.
It's been good.
It's been real good. I've never really seen them beefed out. It's not been oh, we're breaking up. I don't ever see them mauling on one another. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
So in my mind, I kind of equate the freedom in which your trap liberation music, in which you're able to relate to him in a certain level of security. I think even in watching how you do things, I think I'm now coming to a place with my art, with how I carry myself, where I'm just starting to feel free. And at this stage of the game, at this stage of life, that just says so much. And to see you so ahead of the game, you moving forward, you're just very confident, and not in a cocky way, but in a comfortable way. What can you attribute that to, in relationship to, your father and how you relate to yourself and men?
Yeah, me and my dad, actually, the interesting story about it is me and my dad did not have the best relationship.
But was he in your life?
He was in and out of my life. And I tell this story a lot, but my dad, I came up in a broken home. My dad was present, but then he got,
we were just building, and you were kind of just telling me about the connection of your relationship with your dad and how that plays out in just how you move through life and just how you interact with men. Because clearly you have a successful relationship.
Yeah. Well, I was saying how my dad was around, but he wasn't. It was very weird because he was a major part of my life early on. Then he got caught up with his demons and being involved in street life or whatever, and completely stripped that role away from me. And so it was kind of me, luckily with the support of my mother, but we went back to that relationship with God, and God kind of stepped in and filled that void. But one thing that my dad always did was, even in the midst of him going through his trials and his struggles, he always would be encouraging to me, and always I know I messed up and I haven't been around, but I love you, and stay focused in school. I love you. You can do anything. And even when I started doing like music, he gave me a lot of confidence because he was my first introduction to music. Because my dad played the guitar and played the piano and introduced me to like Michael Jackson stuff. And so he's always kind of been like all of like my creativity. It comes a lot from him. Like I just found out 2 years ago that he used to write songs, and I like found
and that's
a box
deep
of his
because,
stuff.
and that's so funny because like I didn't get to know my dad very well. Like I remember being little and having conversations with him, but he would always talk. He would say the slickest stuff. It'd be so sweet. I have a vague memory of me being little and in the kitchen and him cutting open an avocado and putting some salt on it and just saying something real poetic and just being like, oh, that's sweet, you know what I mean? And the last time me and my father spoke, I was 9 years old and haven't seen or heard from him since. But to know, like, oh yeah, your dad was a poet. Like, you got that in your dad. You know?
It's that confidence because like your parents they're like your roots. That's where you come from. Like, you know, I was even a few days ago, I was in my rehearsal studio with my parents and like just to see, they're not together, but just to see like their interaction and like their like tendencies and nuances. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do that. Like what? Like, oh my gosh. And so like just like I think that confidence comes from just like knowing roots and like where you come from. And, I'm blessed to have a good relationship with my mother and my father. It's dope.
That's dope. I just want to say, and I love your mom, by the way. She's the mom.
Hey, her.
I didn't mean to make this like the Nique show or Oprah moment with Nique. But I am very intrigued by fatherhood, and especially as we're doing Pure. And I loved how you said like you had a healthy enough sense of your father to be able to have a healthy sense of God. And God is kind of like a father, but I know that a lot of times when your image of your father is distorted, it's very hard to even know how to put your hands around God being a father. And so, I mean, I think, if you're a dad, hold that position down.
Absolutely.
If you're a mom, hold that position down. It's very important. And look for Pure. It's coming really soon. Much love. I know it's not Father's Day. We're well beyond it. It's starting to get cold. It's like September.
Every day should be Father's Day.
Every day is
Mother's Day.
And Mother's Day. Yes. So we love you. Check out Legendary. It's coming soon. 5 words, Dylon. Our song, and Pure. And
crazy.
Everybody out there watching this, have fun, enjoy the fall. I'm wearing boots.
It's cold outside. It's so
cold.
cold in the day. It's so cold.
Starve. It's
so
only
cold.
like September. It's getting real, y'all. So, I think that's it. That's all.
Shout out to Mahogany Jones. Like she's dope. She's dope. I knew her since I was like 14.
Oh
I've known
gosh.
you like 11 years now, cuz.
That's deep. Like we out here. Like when we first met, you couldn't even be out this late.
I couldn't. My mama was
Ain't
with me
that
everywhere
bad?
I went. Yes, they was there everywhere I went.
Yeah, that time.
On the low, I'm just now starting to be out this late, and I'm 25, and I'm like.
But that again speaks to parenting. That's good stuff. Okay, so shameless plugs. Check out. Give me your website.
IamNLR.com. IamNLR.com.
Yep. And what's the album? Let me know.
Against All Odds.
It's really great. And you can check me out. www.mahoganyjones.com for more. We will have the B-boys that I work with when I was in Iraq this summer. They're going to be here in Detroit October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So really looking forward. They're going to be at the Arab National Museum on the 20th. They're going to be at Michigan State on that Tuesday on the 22nd, as well as 5E Gallery. And they're going to be at University of Michigan. So we're finding some more places to plug them in. We'll make sure we keep you updated. Make sure you come. And every Tuesday Thursday, it goes down. 5E Gallery, the foundation where we celebrate women in hip hop. And this is it right here, the foundation. And Pepper Carter, Kelly Hay, Rebecca, Insight, The Riot, D Essence. The list goes on and on and on. But sincerely, this is probably a long episode.
It's all good.
So, wow.
Black girl, broken city. Pretty woman, beauty in the gritty. Detroit Bing, see the juxtapose in the flow when you from